I know you're a monster.
What's up, everybody? It's Kamal here, and today we are back on Voltz. Now, I know I haven't been on here for a while, and the reason my health was a little bit low is because the spiders just attacked me as I started to record. But we're back on the Voltz, and I'm sorry that I haven't been posting this for a while. I've been mining a lot recently, plus doing the tutorial videos and other videos, but I'll try my best to keep on going on this because I like to do this. So, also, things look different, doesn't it? The walls here, they got thicker. They're now made of dirt, cobble, and wood. There's a small mini farm because while I was mining, I got hungry. And I got 2 bread left, by the way. And I just set up a small little farm and kept on mining. Now this little item I have here, as you can see what it says, or just saw what it says, iron paxel. An iron paxel is basically an axe, a pickaxe, and a shovel combined into one thing, and is used with different materials such as wood, iron, or these things here: bronze, osmium, obsidian. Yeah, we'll get to obsidian in the long run. We'll get there, and other things. So I just made an iron one, and yeah, and my levels have went up because I've been killing lots of mobs, and we got a chest full of stuff now, including many ores that we will be using today to produce lots of things, such as steel and bronze. Steel and bronze are essential in this mod, or especially for mechanism mod and other mods, because you're going to need a large quantity of them to make the components that's needed. So what we're going to do today is that we're going to make our first machines. But first we're going to need power, because without power you can't run anything. So we're going to be making a coal generator. So we have to click R on this, and it says we are going to need steel and bronze. So for the time being, I can't make bronze, because in order to make bronze, or this one, you need a metallurgic infuser, or for the other one, if you didn't see, we need bronze blend. But I think an easier way to do this is to use steel. Steel dust, 4 coal and 1 iron, and the other one was 2 copper and 1 tin. To be honest, I think I can do the steel one faster because I got lots of coal and I had some iron being smelted before this because I was making the tools here. So we're gonna use this. I'll use all of the iron I had in the furnace, because then that'll get us a good start of some steel dust. So we accumulated 14 from here. We'll put the remaining coal in there. I should probably make a second furnace so then I could multitask here so that I don't have to waste time. Here we go. So where can I put this? I'll put it there. Why not? We got plenty of coal to spare. So now we have our steel cooking. We do actually need another furnace. I should have just used that one in my recipe. Well, it would make no difference. So we got our furnace here, and then we need a motor. Motors are essential also in here, and to make a motor we need 4 steel, 1 iron, and 4 copper wires. Copper wires are used with 3 copper and 6 wool. I have about 4 wool right now, so that's not good. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to smelt some iron to make some shears, because I did see some sheep over, which way is this? This is south. So first I want to go to sleep because I don't think there's any mobs around me. So we need 2 iron so we can make some shears, because I don't want to kill the sheep, because remember, we're on the plains and I do want to get some animals for their whatever they can supply me with. So here's a sheep right over here, a nice black wool sheep. We got 1 wool here, and a zombie died in front of me. Another wool here, and we'll grab 1 more from this guy. Alright, I like it when they give us 2, but I only got 1 from each of the sheep. So I already have some copper being smelted, so let's use the 3 copper and 6 wool. Now we got 6 copper wires here. And if you forgot what the motor recipe is, this was what it is. So I now have some iron and some steel. So now we are in business. So once again, this is the recipe: 4 steel, 1 iron, and 4 copper wires, and we get a motor. Now we're ready to go. So the motor goes in the middle bottom. The center one is the furnace, and surround that end steel, we get a coal generator. Now I'm just gonna place this here so that I can show you the sides of it. So the first 2 sides, it's just blank. The first side, you got like some little special thing. If you want a mod pack on this, just let me know and I'll change it. And then on the back is where the power is gonna come out. If you want to look at the bottom of it, here I'll just show you, because I don't think there's anything under it, if I'm right. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's also just smooth there. So how this works is I'm gonna take half a stack of coal for the time being and put it in there. You see nothing's happening yet. The reason for that, well, how I see the reason, you need to have the power connected to something. So now I'm decided to make a battery box just for the sake of it. So here we have a battery box recipe: 6 steel and 3 batteries. Now I only have 3 steel, but luckily I have some leftover iron. So now I can make some more steel dust and we'll be in business. There we go. Eventually you won't have to do this, which should be very soon, once we make a metallurgic infuser, which is what I'm aiming to make in order to make the bronze and steel, because that would really help out. So we got some iron left over in here, and now I need to show you how to make a battery of 0 charge, nothing in there. We need tin, and if you remember, it said 5, so 5 times 3, that's 15. So we need 15 tin, and luckily I've caught at least over a stack of that. So now we're gonna place that in there, and we also needed some redstone and some coal. So I already got the coal in here, and I already got some redstone in the chest. So there. I at least hoped that there was another achievement area, but apparently there's not. And unbelievably, I have not found any diamonds yet, or got any fish. I could have done that. I didn't have to make a farm. I could have went and got some fish. Oh well, it's too late now. But I am aiming to get all the achievements here too, hopefully. If not, oh well. Because usually our end goal is to go to the end and defeat the dragon, but here, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably we won't have to do that, but yeah. So we got 3 tin here. These furnaces go very slow. And these are just regular vanilla furnaces. Imagine what we could do with basic factories and other things that can smelt stuff. Gotta love this Minecraft music. Also, one thing if I didn't mention is that if you're in creative mode, if you're in creative mode, you can spawn an infinite battery for tests, but since this is hardcore, I can still use creative mode apparently. I didn't actually realize this, but I'm not ever gonna touch that. I'm never gonna touch that. The only time I'm gonna go into the recipes is if I need to look up what it is. If it's for spawning something in, I'm never ever gonna do that, because that takes so much of the fun out of it. So I'm never gonna touch the creative mode here. Yes, alright. We got 15 now. So now the recipe, oh yeah, these things, we're gonna need these in the later future for some security reasons, but we don't need to worry about those for now. So the recipes here, 3 redstone and 3 coal. Now we got 3 batteries, and the steel is already all smelted up. So now we'll put them on both of the top rows, well, the top row and the bottom row. Put the rest of the batteries in, and we got a battery box. Now this one has sides on it. So this side has a red side. This side has a blank, no, not a blank side. Like an input like this one, and then just some things on there. I think what I need to do is insert it into the into the red slot. So in order to remove it, I don't actually remember if I need a wrench for this. If I need a wrench for this, then that's not good. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna go off camera, get some quartz, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I got a quartz wrench here. Just made one of these. I don't know if I need this one. So, okay, yeah, so I can now move it around. So what I can do now is move it there and then move the red slot here. So now, if I done this right, you connect it with some copper wire. We don't have better wire right now, but soon. And now you see hull heat. The hull heat is basically building up the power. And then when it gets to 100, it starts to give out watts. And now we see some kg surging into here, and it'll go up to 5.0 megajoules, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. So now that we've gotten that, we can move on to the metallurgic infuser. So the metallurgic infuser, basically you combine two things together to make one thing, such as steel and bronze. So we're going to need 4 iron, 2 furnaces, and a enriched alloy, and 2 circuits. I'm going to be making control circuits because I find them easier. So we're just going to put the 4 iron off to the side, and I'll make these 2 furnaces here. So we've got lots of cobblestone to use. I plan to be using some bricks. So now we need enriched alloy. The recipe for enriched alloy, you need enriched iron. Enriched iron is 1 iron and 1 redstone, which is pretty simple, really. And it gives you 2 per 1, so that's a sweet deal. And now we need some control circuits. We need 4 osmium for each one. So in total, we're going to need 3 enriched alloys and 8 osmium for that recipe. So I believe, yep, we have some osmium here. That's good. For some reason when I was mining, I didn't see too much osmium. I don't know if it's supposed to be rare. I'm assuming it is. But yeah. So now we got some enriched alloy here. We're going to need 1 more, so might as well make 2 more because we have 1 left over. So once again, once it's done smelting, I'll get back to you guys. Alright, took the liberty to make some more copper wires so that we can connect everything up from the battery box, because we don't need to do it from the coal generator because it's now going into the battery box. And it's almost there. It's less than half, but not 0. That's good. And we're out of bread now because I've eaten the last one just now. So let's get on to this metallurgic infuser now. So to make those control circuits, bish bash boss, easy as that. I love to make these ones instead of the other ones. But some recipes you are gonna have to make the basic circuits, but this time I don't have to. So let's take those 2 furnaces, and what happened? I think I tabbed out of it. Now we got our metallurgic infuser. So now what I'll do here, I will bring some cable out and I will place it here. I know it's kind of messy, but bear with me here. So now we have our metallurgic infuser, and we have some recipes that we can click on here. And you can make moss stone for some weird things. You got some mossy stone bricks and obsidian dust. We're gonna need that in the very near future for those obsidian equipment. But for the time being, we can't use that. And here it shows you the recipe for the steel dust and bronze ingots. So we're gonna start off with steel dust. We're gonna need charcoal here, which is why you need wood. I didn't smelt it. For this reason, I didn't smelt the wood I got, because we're gonna need charcoal for it. And then here we need a bronze ingot. Now to make the bronze ingot, it basically says you need a copper ingot and tin dust as the thing that fills this bar up. I forget what it's called. But to make tin dust, you need an enrichment chamber. And so we're going to need to make an enrichment chamber now. I know this process seems tedious, but hey, if you want an easier way to make stuff, you gotta start off with the basics. So we need 4 enriched alloy, a steel casing, 2 control circuits, and a redstone. Now this one you actually just need a control circuit, so you don't need to use basic circuits in here. So we're gonna need 4 advanced alloy. So, oh wait, I already have some in here. So boom, we got some enriched iron. Now we only need 4, so I'm just gonna take 4 from there. Then it says we need some control circuits. Actually, I need put 2 more in there. And for the steel casing, we need 4 steel and some osmium ingots. Now, for the time being, let's not make the coal dust the way that I showed you with the coal and iron. Let's try it this way. So we're going to need enriched iron, charcoal, like I said. So I'm going to put some charcoal in here. You see the bar raised up a little bit. That little darker color there, that's the charcoal. And then we can place some enriched iron in here, and it'll start to produce something. What will it produce? Well, it will make steel dust. So meaning that it won't make a steel ingot right away, but this is an easier way to make it, so you don't have to waste so much coal. And if you have a tree farm, then this would be really good. So yeah, I like to use this method here. I used to always just go and do it the way that I showed you with the 4 coal and the 1 iron, but I find this way much easier. And then we got 2 steel dust, but that's not enough, is it? And we don't have any more. Well, we have some rubber wood, but I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Alright, false alarm. We can make some more, but we are gonna need some more iron, so I'm gonna put another half stack of that in here. And while it does that, let's make these control circuits. Actually, no, we can't. Jeez, this is interesting. We need some osmium now, so we need about 8 more. Yeah, nothing. You know what? I'll do all the smelting off camera once again, because you guys don't need to see all this. This is gonna take me a little while. Alright, so now we have all the materials that we need to make the enrichment chamber. And so now we're gonna put everything all together. And as you can see, these two steel ingots, they both look different, because one looks a bit darker around the edges and the other one looks much more lighter. I think we can still work with this and use it. If you forgot the recipe, this is what it was. Oh, we almost forgot the steel casing. Whoops. Or I almost forgot it. Hopefully this still... Oh, we need 1 more osmium. Alright, let me just quickly smelt one. I thought I had everything that I needed, but apparently I didn't. Got some more steel dust out of here. Put some more in there. Nice iron. This is good. This is good. Farm's going kind of slow. You can see a skeleton over there, guys. Wants to kill me, but he can't get in. There's one of... Oh, no. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. If I see that thing, I'm dead. Literally a dead man. Alright, here. We got some osmium, and now, since we got the 6 of this, let's just use this. Here we go. Now we got our steel casing. Now let's put everything all together. So, here we go. Now we got our enrichment chamber, finally, after all this time. So now let's place it here. And now this will get some power. Stores up to 20 kg. This one stores up to same amount. Oh, also, this side thing, I'll get into that another episode. But these are basically speed and energy upgrades. The energy upgrades, the more you can put more energy into here. Speed upgrades, it smelts faster but uses more energy. Same thing here. So now we're going to need tin, like I said, right? So we're going to take 5 tin ore, and we're going to place it in here. I also have some recipes in here. You can make chiseled stone bricks if you want to make something really fancy. You also can make diamonds from the ore, but we can't. I don't think you can get that unless you got like a silk touch or something. If I'm correct. Here you can make some mossy stone bricks back into stone bricks. You got compressed carbon, which I don't know what you can do with that. But here, we got some tin dust now. And so, if you remember what the recipe was for the bronze, you need copper ingots and tin dust. We only have 1, so I'm going to put a little bit of it into the furnace. But why would I do that? What I could do here, to get more ingots, is to use my enrichment chamber, because each dust becomes 1 ore. So there's really no need for me to now just use the ingots and waste 2 perfectly good ones. So we're gonna use... Wait, did I put... Okay, good. I put it in the enrichment chamber. I thought I didn't. But I can show you now. But first, you have to dump. Now, when I mean dump, I don't mean go to the bathroom and take a huge dump. I mean that you need to click the dump button here, because if you don't, then it won't react with the charcoal that you put in there. Nothing will happen. So you have to dump it to get every contents of this side here out and place some new ones in like this. And now we got a new color. I'll just put another half in there and I'll smelt this. Then you can put 1 copper ingot because I had 1 left over. And see, the progression bar is going up. You know if it's not working if the progression bar is not going up, or if you just have no power. And there we got bronze. And bronze, oh boy, look at 8 pages. Got oxygen compressors, got portable oil extractors, got steam funnels, upgrades, and lots of things that we can use this with. You can also make it back into blend, but I'm not sure why you want to do that. Make some armor out of it, so I can make some bronze armor if I really wanted to, or if I could, but I can't really. And here we got some more copper dust and put that in there. But you guys get the idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. The only thing I'll do off camera is mining. That's the only thing I'll do off camera, because no one, like I said about 10,000 billion times, no one wants to see that happen. So be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Tell me if you like this series, because I'm enjoying myself here making all this stuff. Eventually this house will get, well, not house, shed will get bigger, and these machines might move to the walls, and this farm might go outside or somewhere walled off that's really close to my house. You might see some changes, but probably not a lot, because I don't like to do changes without you guys knowing of it firsthand, and I am out of food. Well, hopefully, I still have bones in here. I can just, oh, I have 1 bone. Oh, I got 1 more wheat. There we go. So, bye everybody, have a great day. Heads up, the next video will be a mixed arcade video. That's what I'm going to try to do from now on. I'll let you know what the next video should be. If it's not going to be that, then it'll still stay a mystery. And if I just don't say it, it'll still be a mystery. So, bye.